Ride to Happiness is probably on every coaster enthusiast's bucket list, and that's me included. I'm happy to say that I will be visiting the park early September, so make sure you subscribe because you don't want to miss that vlog. No, you don't want to miss it. Ride experience alone of this coaster is probably enough to make it my number one. We haven't even looked at theming and the overall area. That's already a massive achievement for this ride. But let's have a look at how Ride to Happiness came about before we get to the juicy stuff. Banana juice. Wait, does that make me a cannibal? This is Banana Max. Subscribe or you will turn into a banana like me. Enjoy the video. So, the history of Mack Extreme spinners. Now, I'm going to heavily go into Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City. I don't know if there's more, correct me in the comments, but I think this is the only Mack Extreme spinner. Opened in 2018 and is themed to a fictional backstory about a time traveler with characters such as Charles Henry, a clockmaker, and his daughter. Very interesting. The roller coaster reaches a height of 100 feet, 30 meters, and a maximum speed of 50 miles an hour. This coaster has magnets on the train, which slows down the spinning, because I think the park wanted to be more of a family thrill, which is interesting because I think Plopsaland is also kind of family thrill, and they built Ride to Happiness, which makes no sense. But Ride to Happiness doesn't have these magnets on the train or underneath it, which is why it goes absolutely mental with the spinning. But if you want to learn more about that, check out Coaster Studios and their review on Ride to Happiness, link in the description. They go into more of a depth talk about it in their little review, so make sure you check them out. The actual layout, Ride to Happy. It's 108 foot tall, it's 3,000 feet in length, 55 miles per hour, which is a bit surprising. So, it starts off with I think it's called a JoJo roll. I just call it a roll out of the station, to be honest. I might have butchered that name. But then it goes into a pause with a launch, and the funny thing is with this launch is that about near the end, it kind of does this jolt and just sends you spinning, which is just crazy. Then it goes into a steep incline, and then a 90-degree turn into a massive vertical drop, which is just mental. If you look at footage from the back row, you just get whipped over it. It is just crazy. Then you go into a banana roll, followed by a vertical loop. Both of them just, you don't even know where you are. I'm speaking like I've been on this. I haven't been on Ride to Happiness, by the way, like I said at the start. But you can just tell when a coaster looks mental just from off-ride footage. Then it is followed by a 0G roll into a couple airtime hills over the lake, over the water ride actually, which is quite interesting. When you're on the water ride, you can get a nice shot of it coming around, which is quite an interesting feature. Then you hit the second launch, which is like an airtime hill. So just crazy stuff on that. You just get flinged out your seat. And it's not like YIPPEEEEE, it's not hang time, like your floater airtime. It is proper ejector airtime, which makes it even better. It just makes it mental. Then we go into the most craziest, in my opinion, inversion element of this coaster, a flying snake dive or a dive loop. Now you go up into it, you spin, like if you look at a POV, you don't even know where you are in the POV, let alone on the ride. Then after that, crazy element. A couple more airtime hills with a bank turn, and then a really good ejector airtimes into the brake run. I'm out of breath just reading all that, because how is all of that in one coaster? It's just, Ride to Happiness is a different level. So the theming is a bit difficult as I haven't been there, but shout out to Harry. I'm going to be using his footage in this video, so make sure you check him out. It's kind of futuristic and it's themed to the Tomorrowland Festival, which is also in Belgium. And the actual soundtrack, which I'll play a little bit of now, that's actually made by Hans Zimmer, and it's a snippet of, or an adapted version of, I guess, the music he has at Tomorrowland. We've also got this lady in the station talking about just gibberish, to be honest, but it's all to go with the theme and it works, so it doesn't matter. But the station design is very cool and simplistic, but very detailed at the same time, which is kind of a nice blend, and it fits with the whole station very well. So moving on, where does this coaster rank when I haven't been on it. So pre-ride, I would say it's obviously number one. Just looking at it and the theming and just everything, it just looks like a number one coaster. Now I can see why people would have Hyperion first, because not many people probably got to experience Ride to Happiness on opening day, and the buzz on opening day really improves your thoughts when you get off a new coaster. That was definitely what I thought of coming off Hyperion. And UK Coasters and Rides Harry, it was the same for him. The day was so good that it just projected the ride even more, and I'm sure if we went on opening day for Ride to Happiness, it would be exactly the same. So what I'm saying is that I can see why people would have Hyperion first. Again, the ride experience of Ride to Happiness is just so good, I feel like you can't have Hyperion above Ride to Happiness. I just don't see why. So yes, definitely, it looks like the best ride experience ever. Definitely wipes the floor with Hyperion. The theming is over Hyperion. I'm kind of making this like a comparison with Ride to Happiness and Hyperion. But obviously, this is all before my ride, so I'm obviously going to do a review when I get back, and after I do the vlog, I'll do a proper review and a breakdown, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that. But yeah, I'm just going to end this video with a random Ride to Happiness edit, because why not? Because I just think the music and the off-road footage just looks too good to not be used for a cheeky little edit at the end there. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe, join the Coaster Max Discord for any future updates and announcements, and make sure you enjoy your day. Banana.